Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the first video of 2025. Before I jump into this character deck that I've got for you guys for Crow today, first of all, I just want to thank you all for sticking by me, really. There seems to be a very small minority of you guys that seem to keep watching these videos as I eventually churn them out to whenever I can be bothered to actually do it. And I want to extend my gratitude to you all. You guys have really made me feel a lot better about recording these videos. I certainly feel a bit more confident about making them as well. And I hope every one of you all watching today has had a fantastic start to the new year. My goal for this year is to certainly branch out the channel as much as I can. I want to get as much content going out for you guys that you can possibly see, to keep you all entertained and to show you all what my general thought process of decks and all that sort of stuff. I do have many more videos coming this year. There's going to be a few coming in the upcoming weeks. I have a few edits to a very specific deck that I've uploaded on the channel previously, and it's had a huge rarity bump and just a general change in the list. So you're going to see that at some point. And I've also got a few modern videos that I want to share with you all as well. A few decks that I've built around that. They might not be as popular as these character decks end up being, but I still want to share them all for you guys anyways. So let's just jump into this video, shall we? Let's put the soppy story aside and let's just let's get to why we're all here ultimately. Not for my handsome voice, but for the character decks, because that's what we're all here for, innit? So, anyways, guys, let's just hop into it. So, we've got Kalute the Moonshadow here, Blackwing, Kalute the Moonshadow. This is the deck's version of an Honest. It is a great hand trap. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying the words about hand trap about a character deck these days. But no, Kalute is insane. It reduces one of your opponent's monsters' attacks by 1,400 for the turn, and it can just help save your monsters from battle. Fantastic card. We've got Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind here as well. Probably Crow's most iconic tuner monster, if you will. And he's just cracked. He's just as good as Kalute is, really. He can target one of your opponent's monsters and just half their attack and defense. That's it. That's all it's a permanent thing. It's not temporary, which is only something I recently learned. It just halves their attack and defense, and that's about it. He's really good. And he can just special summon himself if you control a Blackwing. So you see where that's going. We've got Vayu, the Emblem of Honor here. This is our Synchro from Grave, which is, I think, probably the only card that can do that. I could very well be wrong, guys. Don't misconstrue that, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the only cards or is the only card that can do it, which prove me wrong otherwise, but Vayu's insane as well. We've got some generic monsters here that Crow just happened to play just to pad out the list. We have Aurora, who can special summon himself, I think, by banishing a tuner and a regular Blackwing. Yeah, I was right on that one. Wow, that was just a complete guess. If you couldn't tell, guys, I don't script these videos. I just go with it. So we've got Alboros the Mega Quick here as well. Just a sort of a big monster that just has a lot of attack. Can just buy her a bit of time, and he's great for to synchro and all that sort of stuff. We have Elfin the Raven, one of the more expensive cards. The 5D Legendary Collection made this card a lot easier to acquire, but he was still a little bit on the more expensive side. We have Kogarashi the Wanderer, who is also strangely expensive as well, which I don't really know the reason as to why, but either way, we'll go with it. We've got Briost the Tailwind, and we have Sirocco the Dawn, probably one of his more iconic monsters too. This guy can just be normal summoned if you control a Blackwing, so the whole level 5 thing's not a massive problem. And he can also get all the attacks, I think it's from all your Blackwings. No, yeah, you just target one Blackwing monster, and this card gains combined attack to all your Blackwings, which is crazy. So it's one of the effects that I think I always forget. I always just assume he's just you can normal summon it if you control a Blackwing, but there's more to it, I guess. We've got Bora the Sphere, ×2. This is an instance where in the speed duels, he does play 2 of these. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's fair game, really. I was struggling to find Blackwings that Crow played that I didn't already have in the deck, because he doesn't play a great amount of them. So I literally had to cram quite literally every single Blackwing that he played. And some of them are just bad. So doubling up on a Borer just seemed fine. And he did play it, so all's fair. We've got Sure the Blue Flame, the most expensive card in this deck, just period. This is like, I think it was like 12 quid when I bought him. That was like just before Christmas, so I don't know what he's like now, but really expensive investment for something like this. We've got Kochi the Daybreak and Kalima the Haze. Again, just some more general Blackwing stuff. Their effects aren't necessarily crazy by any means. We have Estian of the Two Swords, probably my least favourite one. We've got Ghibli the Searing Wind. I think this is one that can... I think this is the special from hand thing. Yeah, if your opponent declares a direct attack, you can special summon it from your hand, which is rather nice. And he's got 1600, so it can certainly block some attacks, especially if it's the start of the game. We have Blizzard the Far North. This is just like a junk synchron, if I remember correctly. You can target a level 4, I think it's a level 4 or lower Blackwing. Yeah, it's a level 4 or lower Blackwing in your grave and special summon in defensive position. Doesn't negate its effects or anything like that, just sort of gets him out on the field, which is really nice. We've got Mistral the Silver Shield, Boreas the Sharp, Fane the Steel Chain, and last, a card that I didn't even know that he played. We've got Gus the Black Blast here, which can also special summon himself. A lot of the Blackwings do revolve around special summoning themselves, which is rather nice. The great swarming the board and all that sort of stuff. Because, you know, as Crow says many, many times, birds of a feather stick together. Or something like that. I have watched the 5Ds anime, I promise. Next up we have the spells. So we've got Graceful Charity, we have Pot of Greed, and we have Card of Sanctity as well. Like I've explained multiple times in these videos, this is our draw engine that all the decks play, just to make it a bit more fun. And for actual Crow spells, we have Against the Wind, we have Raptor Winged Strike, we have Black Winged Strafe, and we have cards for Black Feathers. That's it. That's all the spells that he plays. He does not play a lot because 90% of his duels are all speed duels, and all he plays in those is speed spells, really. So there's not the greatest amount of pool to drag spell cards from. So some of them, like Against the Wind and Raptor Winged Strike, he doesn't actually play. I just had to take a bit of creative liberty to put them in, otherwise this deck wouldn't be possible. Which is probably... says a lot considering his trap lineup. Bloody hell, I've just remembered how many bloody trap cards he plays. So, speaking of trap cards, Mirror Force is here. I was flabbergasted when I saw him play this in the 5Ds anime. I was like, what the fuck, since when did he have Mirror Force? I was telling my friends, I was like, do you know Crow plays Mirror Force? And they had to look it up just to check, and turns out he does, which is insane. So, we've also got Black Return here. Love the super rare printing on this for some reason. I don't know, just particularly the super rare looks really nice. We have Blackwing Backlash. We have Guard Mines, which is a nice defensive trap. We have Black Thunder and his iconic Fake Feather as well. We have a form of a board wipe, essentially, with anti-reverse, which is really nice. We have Level Retuner, just for a bit of level modulation with the Synchros, although he doesn't play many of them, as you should know. We have Blackwing Bombardment. And for the last few, we have Black Boost. Just a bit of draw power, really. It's a shame you got to banish some Blackwings to do it, but if you need to, it's there. We have Ebon Arrow, probably my favourite trap card in this deck. I love this. I love the card art on it as well. It's proper Assassin's Creed type style. It's really wicked. We have Blackback. And the last trap card in this list is Urgent Tuning. And that's it for spells and traps and pretty much the main deck altogether. We're going to move on to the extra deck now. For how small it is, it'll literally take 30 seconds. We have a Blackwing Armed Wing here. Very nice. We have my favourite extra deck monster, which is pretty much everyone can say that about Crow, because Armor Master is based as fuck. He's OP. And he's just really cool. Like, he just screams elemental hero energy to me. I don't know about anyone else, but he really does. And this is also the Duelist Pack 11 printing of it, and this is what inspired me to make the list. I picked this up on Card Market for like a $5, I think, when I was just perusing through at 3 a.m. because I was bored and I couldn't sleep and I didn't know what else to do. Curse you, autism. So Armor Master is what inspired me to make the deck, which is really sick. And we have the Blackwing Dragon 2, which this is also where Silverwind would be, but I'm not paying that much for a card. I'm not paying that much for a rare, should I say. Never mind a card in general. No, it would be in the list if I could justify it, but really I can't. And it's not the most insane Synchro monster that he would play anyways. It'd pretty much go to Armor Master and that's about it. But I digress. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for those who have been sticking by me. I really cannot thank you enough. Check out the other videos that I will leave linked down below. That'll take you to the compiled playlist where you can see all of the other character decks that I've done so far. But no, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.